Hi children, today we are going to discuss chapter 1 of your biological sciences of class 10, that is nutrition, the food supplying system. Nutrition, the food system. In this particular chapter, we are going to discuss types of nutrition, that is like autotrophic nutrition, heterotropic nutrition, and how exactly the autotrophic nutrition takes place, what are the different cases in heterotropic nutrition, like there are so many different types, saprophytic, parasitic, symbiotic, there are different kinds of heterotropic nutrition. Those are also we are going to learn in this particular chapter. Along with that, we are going to know how our digestion system works, and next to that how the photosynthesis happens within the plants as a part of autotrophic nutrition. We are going to discuss that. So all these things we are going to learn in this chapter. So this class is an introduction class for this chapter. So first of all, we have to understand term nutrition. What exactly is the term nutrition? Nutrition is nothing but the mode by which the food is taken, and how we use that food. That is what nutrition is. The mode of intake of the nutrition or else food, and how we use it. That is what nutrition is. So why do we need this nutrition at first hand? So we need this nutrition to carry out several metabolic activities. What we have to carry out? Metabolic activities. So what are metabolic activities mean? Metabolic activities in the sense nothing but respiration, digestion, excretion, whatever the activity which happens within an organism, not only human being, any organism, if it is useful for its survival, then such activity is nothing but metabolic activity. So to carry out these metabolic activities, you need food. So when you take in the food, this food will be converted into simpler molecules like glucose, and then ultimately these glucose molecules will generate energy within the organism to carry out these metabolic activities. To carry out these metabolic activities, we need nutrition, means we have to take in nutrients. Next to that, we need this nutrition to maintain the body properly, growth and maintenance of the body. Growth and maintenance, let me write like repair. Growth and repair of the body. So the body keeps on growing continuously. There will be death of cells which will be happening within the organism. Every organism is made up of a basic unit called cell. So these cells will be dead, and some cells will get wounded, some cells will get malfunction. All this has to be repaired by the body itself. It also requires some energy to maintain the body, like we maintain our vehicles in the home. Like when we have vehicles in the home, we have to maintain them properly, right? So we need regularly we need to take them to the service center. We have to make it well equipped for the daily usage. Similarly, our body also requires some maintenance, that I am selling it as growth and repair of the body. And third major thing, the energy which is spent mostly in our body in one way, that is to maintain the temperature of the body. maintain the temperature. So why exactly the maintaining temperature is very important within the body? Remember, when a person is alive, whether it is winter or cold, I mean rainy season or some autumn, spring, whatever it may be, the temperature of the body will be maintained constantly at a rate of 98.4 Fahrenheit. But remember, whenever a person is dead, his temperature will be same as the environment temperature. If you see, if a body is said to be alive, then it has to maintain its own temperature. So if I am alive here, my body temperature is maintained constantly at one point. I mean, there might be some fluctuations, like 1-2 degrees fluctuation, but it won't matter much in our body. But it has to be maintained. Majority of our body's energy will be spent in maintaining the temperature. Remember, if the temperature is not maintained, that organism said to be dead. So like these three major activities which happen within an organism requires nutrition. Nutrition is nothing but the mode which we take the food in and how we use it. That is what the entire nutrition means. Next to that, we have to understand different types of nutrition. See, not all organisms will take food in the same manner. Not all organisms will take food in the same manner. If you consider a plant, let us consider a plant. If you consider a plant, that plant, it generates its own food, it makes its own food. Plant and some algae, some bacteria, archaebacteria means it's very old bacteria. They make their own food through a process called photosynthesis, whatever. So they make their own food. If you consider plants, they make their own food. If you consider humans, they depend on other organisms for their nutrition. So there is big difference between organisms. Some organism to organism, there is a difference in the nutrition process. So this nutrition is divided majorly into two types. One, it is autotrophic nutrition, and second one, it is heterotrophic nutrition. Based upon the nutrition, how they do their nutrition, they are classified into two types. As I told, one, it is autotrophic. Second one, it is heterotrophic. So these are the two types of nutrition systems which exist in the nature, that is autotrophic and heterotrophic. Every nutrition system will fall in one of these two types. There is one chemotropic also. Some organisms, they derive their food material from the chemicals. So that is a different scenario. Right now, at this standard, you try to remember the nutritions are of two types. One, it is heterotrophic nutrition and autotrophic nutrition, where autotrophic, which feeds themselves. Auto means self-feeding organisms, self-feeding system is called as nutrition, and hetero, which depends on other organism, that is heterotrophic nutrition. So this acts as the introductory topic for the first chapter, nutrition, the food supplying system. In the next class, we are going to learn some important things about autotrophic nutrition and about photosynthesis within this autotrophic nutrition. I will give you examples of these various, autotrophic nutrition organisms in the next session. Bye bye.